Hello everyone, let's begin with a video on a very basic problem on three-phase induction motors. This just covers the very basic formulas that we studied at the very beginning of three-phase induction motors. So the question says that we have a galvanometer which is connected to the rotor circuit, and what we see is that this galvanometer makes 90 oscillations in a minute. So 90 oscillations per minute, right? So what we are told to find is, first is rotor frequency, second is slip. By slip I mean per unit slip, and lastly you are also told to find the rotor speed. Okay, so let's just try to find each of these things one by one. So first is rotor frequency. So we see that the rotor current that is flowing in the circuit is making 90 oscillations per minute as recorded by the galvanometer, right? So it is 90 oscillations per 60 seconds, which means that in 1 second it must be making 90 upon 60 oscillations, which is 1.5 oscillations per second. And we know that the number of oscillations it makes per second is called the frequency of the rotor. So the rotor frequency is 1.5 hertz, right? That is the answer to the first question. Okay, so the second question, where we are told to find the slip. So as we know, slip is equal to Fr upon F, that is frequency of the rotor. This is the rotor frequency, and we have, this is the stator's, basically the supply frequency, right? This is the supply frequency. So it is given in the question that we have a 50 hertz wound rotor, so which means the slip would be given by the rotor frequency is 1.5 as we have found in the part A, and the supply frequency is 50 hertz, so this becomes 0.03. so your per unit slip is 0.03, and lastly you are told to find the rotor speed. So the rotor speed Nr is given as Ns into 1 minus S, which is, so Ns you will have to find, the formula for Ns is 120 F upon P. I forgot to mention a few things. I've already said that the supply frequency is 50 hertz, and the number of poles is equal to 6. This is given in the question. So this is 120 into 50 hertz upon 6 poles. So this becomes 1000 revolutions per minute. And then Nr we will find using Ns into 1 minus S, which is 1000 into 1 minus 0.03, which is 1000 into 0.97, which is basically 970 RPM. That is your answer to the final question. Thank you. Keep watching.